Hello and welcome. My name is Alan Simons of Energy Development. Today we're going to talk about monthly updates. What you're seeing on the screen is a typical desktop, the way that we set the computer up when it's generally shipped out. Your desktop may look different because you may have changed the background or screensaver or the arrangement of the icon. That doesn't matter. What's important is that we put some different icons on the desktop to aid in navigation. Before we install a monthly code update, we want to generally check our computer and make sure it's ready. We've installed this PC to allow you to look at the folders, devices, and drivers that are on your computer. We double-click this PC. We see that on our computer we have different folders and we have different devices and drives. Some of you will have a local disk C and a local disk D. You need to find out where your program is installed. In this case, we only have local disk C. So I double click this, I can see that my AO scan folder, which is where the Energy scanner program is installed, is on my C drive. You'll also see that we typically send out a computer with a folder for what's called monthly codes. Monthly codes are the code that allow you to use your Energy scanner program for a 30-day period of time. If I open that up, you can see that I've got files for June, July, and August for a previous license number and then a 165 for September. I'm going to delete that and I'll show you how we put it on there. So we can see, open up the AO scan program and you can see, look for the license file. The license file, this in case 165, should correspond to the number that is stamped at the bottom of your encryption cradle. So that's the 1-inch high by 5-inch by 6-inch encryption cradle made out of aluminum that says AO scan on the top. If you turn that over and look underneath, you'll see that license file. This license file and that what's stamped on your encryption cradle have to match. And in this case, I have the August 2017 code. And that allows me to operate my program. You can see that it licenses fine. Now, because I'm in in this example, we're going to talk about what you would do at the end of the day on August 31st or the first thing in the morning on September 1st. And the procedure will be the same if we're talking about October 1st, November 1st, December 1st, whatever. Okay. So in this case, you will receive an email from Energy Development. I've already got my email open, and you see that I have an email from Energy Development with a monthly code on it. In this case, I will click on that, and I will see that there's an attachment, which is my monthly code. Now, a lot of you may be using Outlook or Gmail or some other type of mail, and so where this file is may be different on your computer, but generally when you click on that in Windows 10, when you click on that attachment, it's going to download into a folder on your computer called Downloads. So I'm going to click on that. Now I'm going to go back to, I could go back to my PC or whatever. I'm going to go back to File. In this case, I'm going to go to File Explorer on my taskbar. When I go into that, I can click on Downloads and see that I have this file. I practiced before I started, and so you see I have it on here twice. But what I'm going to want to do now is I'm going to want to highlight it with a left click and then right click, and I'm going to want to copy it. And then I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to put that file in the monthly codes folder. So when I highlight it with a left click and then right click, I'm going to be able to paste that September monthly code into monthly codes folder, so you can see here it is. The reason I put it in this folder as opposed to putting it directly into the program is that sometimes things get corrupted, sometimes things get lost. If I keep those here for future use, if I ever need to go back and get that folder, it's not in the same folder as my Energy Scan program. So now I've copied that. I'm going to go to my PC. I'm going to go back to where my program is installed, which is on the C drive, and I'm going to open up that AOScan folder, and I'm going to look down here and say, okay, here's August, and here's the license file. I'm going to go back to, now let's talk about something really important. We can't copy that to disk C, and we can't just copy it. If we clicked on any of these, it would put it where it couldn't be found. It needs to be copied into this folder. So I highlight the AOScan folder, right-click, and hit paste. Now when I open up the AOScan folder, I'm going to see that I have the license files for August and the license file for September. Now, the program won't run with, it would be beautiful if the program would run with two of them and it would just automatically go to this one, but it doesn't work that way. So what I need to do is I need to delete this August 2017 folder. If you want to, probably a good way to do this to be safe would be to cut it and paste it to that monthly codes file. That way in my monthly codes file, I have August and September for 165. Just a safety situation. Then I get out of my program, and if it said September over here instead of August 29th, I would just be able to click. When I click now, it's going to tell me I have the right code, but my monthly code file is out of date. And if I just left the computer now until the 1st and I started it, then it would open up and that would be fine. But it's not September 1st, and that's just the way the program works. And so, kind of showing you how it works again. I have the monthly code for September all ready to install, but I'm going to go back into my AOScan folder and I'm going to take out that September. Or I'm going to just show you the procedure. I already know it's in there, but I'm going to cut it and I'm going to paste it into monthly codes. It's already there, you can see. I'm going to replace that one in that destination. Now, to show you how I install that, I'm going to copy the August, and then I'm going to go back to the AOScan folder. And notice that I'm pasting it into the AOScan folder, not into disk C, not into anything down in here. I'm going to paste that into the AOScan folder. And so now, since it's August 29th, I've got both the license and the code for August. That way, when I start my computer, I've got a good license and I've got a good monthly code. If this seems to be difficult or you have problems doing this, you can always call us at area code 801-837-1340, and we will walk you through it or do a team viewer session and help you install these monthly codes. But for some of you that you may be going on the road or you may want to do this in the middle of the night, I thought it would be important for you to have this video. Thank you very much, and look forward to talking to you in the future.